Vince, goddamn, it's been a hell of a 5 years, you know what I mean? I'll bet you didn't realize that if it wasn't for that asshole Debbie Seibel, we never would have worked together. You recall? It was because of her that Bruce Taylor left. And they kicked Glory up to the 5 o'clock news. And Jim Willie came in and woke me up and got me off of that goddamn overnight thing and said, you can be the noontime producer. I said, oh, bless your fat heart. And God bless Debbie Seibel. Have a great one. It's been a hell of a pleasure.
Vince, you got to stop all this drinking, you know? When you retire, you're going to have a lot more time on your hands, so you got to be careful about all these bad habits that you've picked up in this, you know, rather severe business over the years. Just to say one final thing, and it's very, I know how embarrassed you get by having people talk about you and what you've meant to the business and everybody who's ever met you, but as I've told you and I've told everybody else, I don't think there's another finer broadcaster who's ever done this, and certainly not a finer person, and we're all going to miss you very much.
Vince, you were my first. For 5 years, it's just been you and me together. And with you, it has always been the best. And if you have to leave me for another woman, I'm just glad it's Frankie.
Vince, now that you're leaving, it's time to give up alcohol and get into drugs. Bye, Vince.
Well, Vince, it was great working with you. It was great working with you. You are a class act. It's just, it's a wonderful experience to work with you, and I hope that when I stop drinking, I will grow up to be like you. You know, on the other hand, forget this career. Can't you and Freddie adopt me so that I can just leave? Oh, it's Frankie.
It's Frankie.
Don't put that in there.
I'm putting it in there. I'm putting it in. I love it. Say goodbye.
Goodbye, it's Frankie. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't want to say goodbye to Vince. I don't want to say goodbye. I don't want to say goodbye. No goodbye. We're not letting you go, okay?
Vince, I want you to know that this was a sample that was sent to me in a press release, and when I got it, it was full, and over it's emptied, and I never knew why. And then I heard that you have an affinity for vodka. And Vince, I'll bet you if I tasted this in here, it's probably water now, right? Enjoy. It's been a great pleasure knowing you, and a greater pleasure working with you.
Well, Vince, I can't understand this. I mean, from what I understand, you're going back to journalism school. It seems to me that you're a little old for that sort of thing. Now, I know you can use the experience, but, well, maybe this was the problem. This is what probably got you all started. You know, my suggestion to you would be just retire. Give it all up. Get out of the business. That'd be the best thing for you to do.
We'll all be relying on this a little more now that you're leaving. Best of luck to you in your retirement. And, in fact, with you leaving, I'm going to need the best of luck too, Vince. Thanks, buddy. Nice working with you.
Vince, I don't know what to say. We're going to miss you a lot. It's been great knowing you and working with you. I learned a lot, everything. So goodbye and have a great life. But what is this? Does this mean that I have to write all the noon stuff when you're gone? Shit, fuck, just stay, all right?
Okay, Vince. How about a stiff drink? Back off.
No way. This is for Vince. Say goodbye to Vince, Stevie.
Wait, let's wipe this off here. Bye, Vince. It's been nice working with you the last 10 years. I wish you the best. Have a great time. You deserve all the time off you can have.
Your ad-libbing ability is minimal.
Really, take two. Back this up.
Vince, as you leave, you know I've always been an advocate of free enterprise, of getting the government off of the individual's backs, and I hope that you'll remember that as you deal with your tax situation, which is legendary, that you'll understand the need for law and order in society. and that's what makes free enterprise great. That's what makes this country what it is today. That's what made Charlie Keating what he is today. Vince, I'm sorry to see you go for a lot of reasons, but I want you to remember that I'll always have your address close to my heart for a resume, and I'll be using it, Vince, often. Goodbye, Vince. See you later. Good luck.
Now she lives, I don't know wherever 215 is, but...
You have to say goodbye, Vince.
I won't, I'll cry. Goodbye, Vince.
Was that scripted or did you make that up?
No. She's getting teary-eyed, Brian. Go away, Brian. Brian, she's getting teary-eyed. I have to explain that to you. I'll come back.
I think it helps to kind of try to go from one to one.
Vince, I'm going to miss our afternoon sex.
Vince, I've been in this helicopter so long. I want to say something. In cutting this tape, there's a few funny observations I've made. I was looking at your tape from Philadelphia that was made 15 years ago, and I couldn't believe it. 15 years ago, you guys used to wear these silly stick pins up here that said like Channel 3, and you had a big, dumb-looking number 3 on the set, kind of like we have now. Good luck, you, Vince. You are a total class act. Gonna miss you, bud.
Well, Vince, these are big shoes to fill, but I think because I wear size 12s, this will be a piece of cake. You know, Mike told me you were leaving, and that was the whole reason I came out here. I would not have otherwise come to Phoenix, but because I can replace you, and because I really think that it won't be that difficult to do, and because I know Lynn Sue will get used to me. It's a big face here, but I think I can handle it. So I'm looking forward to the job, and I hope you have a nice time in Alaska or wherever the heck you are. And if you ever come back and want to see how to really do the news, check in with me, and we'll let you know.
No.
Say goodbye. Goodbye,
no, we'd miss Vince like we'd miss M2, so I'm not going to say goodbye to him.
I just wanted to let you know, Vince, that as a production
you
ought to be on TV.
Good luck, Vince, and thanks a lot for all the good times.
Vince, there's one thing you have to know, something I have to tell you about that's very secretive. Apparently, while you were here, they were so worried that once you left, they wouldn't be able to replace you. Let me open the door here. That they have taken clippings from your hair, and here in what you think is the maintenance room, they have set up a special DNA lab where they are cloning you. Unfortunately, we can't get in these machines. You've thought these were furnaces all along. These are actually cloning machines. They have little baby Vince Leonards in there. They're growing them. Hopefully, within the next 20 years, we will have an entire population throughout all the Gannett stations. A frightening thought, Vince.
Vince, you thought you had the record for on the air here at KPNX, but there's one thing got you beat. This is the original helicopter microwave. It's older than you, it's been on the air longer than you, and it probably works less than you.
Vince, I hope you got all your clothing allowance in, because once you leave, that's it. Bye.
Don't pick those weak-ass sound bites. You remind me of Vince Leonard. You're getting to be like Vince, senile in your old age. Oh, hey, Vince.
Vince Leonard. Whenever that name comes up, people always say the same thing. They always say, what a class act. They do. But I just wanted to tell you that not only are you a class act professionally, but personally, I'll miss seeing you around. And I also want to thank you for taking the time to help me out, too. I'll miss you. Bye.
Vince, of course, we'll never forget your very first show here at Channel 12, a show I produced. Thank you again for not getting me fired after that show. I'll be eternally grateful. I'm sure your transition to retirement will be smoother than your transition to Channel 12. Good luck.
Well, Vince, we're really going to miss you because I'm sure you've heard that already.
Well, welcome to Channel 12.
And but I just have, when's the party? When's the party? Oh, wait a minute, we've been doing the party. Wait, give me that one, give me that one.
Vince, listen, retirement can be kind of tough, you know, that regular paycheck isn't coming in anymore, and, you know, it starts to get a little thin and stuff, and I just wanted you to know, come on down to Channel 12. Anytime you need anything, you need bread, you know, you need a little bit of peanut butter, you know, some honey. In fact, I got all kinds of stuff down here you can use if it gets tough. There's some shaving cream in here, and, you know, all the usual stuff, sweetener soup and stuff like that. So drop on by, Vince, and I'm going to miss you, but I'm sure I'll see you down here in my desk drawer, so good luck. Take care. I'm going to miss you.
Vince, what are you doing down there? Hey, I gotta say goodbye to you. You know what you can do now? You can grow your hair long, no more of these stinking anchor pins, and just have fun. Good luck. See you later.
Well, Vince, we're really going to miss you around here, and you've left a real gap that it's going to be difficult to replace you, but I've been working on it in the suite, and, well, what do you think?